Hi, my name is Nell. I am a staff clinician at the Manhattan office, and today I'm going to be talking about validation. So validation is an important component of the DBT interpersonal effectiveness module. So what is validation? Validation is finding the kernel of truth in another person's perspective or situation. So when we validate emotions, thoughts, or actions of another person, we are verifying the facts of the situation, and we communicate that we understand the other person's perspective. So why is it important to validate? All thoughts, emotions, and behaviors have a cause, even if we do not know what that cause is. Validation improves our interactions with others. It shows that we are listening, that we are being non-judgmental, and that we understand the facts of the situation. So we can use these skills not only with others, but for ourselves as well in times that we are inevitably going to feel invalidated. So the opposite of validation would be to dismiss or minimize an experience of our own or an experience of someone else, especially one that may be different from your own. So when we validate the emotions, thoughts, and behaviors of others, we are doing this by verifying the facts of the situation. So for example, if a person is feeling intensely sad following the death of their pet, we can acknowledge that their feelings and verify that given the situation, the sadness makes sense. Invalidation, on the other hand, could be something as simple as cheer up or don't be so sad. It may be well-intended and can still feel hurtful. So it's important to note as well that validation does not necessarily mean approval or to try to make something valid. For example, if someone is mad at you for eating the last piece of birthday cake, which you in fact did not eat, you may be able to validate their anger or frustration, but you would not validate that you actually ate the cake if you didn't. So we only want to validate the facts of the situation. We can do that by validating their experience, their feelings, opinions, thoughts, struggles, or difficulties. And we do this by paying attention, by actively listening, reflecting back without judgment, and communicating an understanding of the cause, and again, acknowledging just what is valid. When we are able to validate ourselves and others, it can lead to better communication and increased satisfaction in our lives. So why is it important to self-validate? So when our experiences, thoughts, and emotions are invalidated or minimized by others, it can feel very hurtful. And validating yourself may seem like a very simple point, but oftentimes people forget to do this. So everyone has felt invalidated at some point. So it's important to have these tools to practice as it comes up. So to practice self-validation, you want to first be mindful and pay attention to your own behaviors, thoughts, feelings, and actions. Next, you might want to reflect back by describing to yourself these thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And you want to be mindful of your emotions. What is your own kernel of truth in the moment? Try to understand your deepest thoughts and feelings. Acknowledge the valid and remember that you are doing the best that you can. This requires letting go of a lot of criticism or judgments of your emotions, of your behaviors, of your thoughts. Oftentimes, we may think we should or should not feel a certain way. This judgmental thinking often leads to feelings of invalidation. So again, recognizing that your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs have a cause and are therefore inherently understandable. Lastly, you want to treat yourself with respect. See yourself as equal to others. We are practicing validation of others, so it's important to treat yourself equally and validate yourself. So letting go again of judgments, comparisons, and practicing more self-compassion. Validation is essential in building healthy relationships and improving communication in our lives with those around us, and it is just important to validate our own experiences. So when we're able to do this for ourselves and others, again, it leads to better communication and overall increased satisfaction in our lives.